Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Fred Does Some Drumming. We are here in sunny Hamburg. Going to do some quarter note grooves today. Got a couple of you online already. Lovely stuff. So I had wanted to do loads of cool, exciting new stuff today. And unfortunately, with an OS update last week, I completely screwed my computer and then had loads of problems to fix. And yeah, I didn't manage to do any of the stuff or organize any of the stuff I wanted to have organized for today, which was going to involve using some new software, having some on-screen overlays so you could see what the beat looks like written down, blah, 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 tunes to play along to, tons of stuff. But hey, who cares? Because we're here to play some drums. So that's all that matters. Let's have a little warm up with some single stroke rolls. As always, 80 BPM, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and lovely stuff. So, because of my mishaps with electronic devices this last week, we're just going to do some playing today. We're just going to learn some grooves or go over some grooves, hopefully, that you've covered in the past, quarter note rock grooves. Next week, we're going to put those into context a little bit faster than we're going to work on them today, them being rock grooves and all. So we got to really get to grips with everything today. Hopefully that will not be a problem for any of you. Hopefully, for most of you, this will be pretty much plain sailing. So we'll cover a few more grooves today than I would usually like to in one session. And then next week, as I say, we will contextualize them. Let's move to a double stroke roll now. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Lovely stuff. Just letting the arms warm up. Nice relaxed shoulders. Little bit of air between the elbows and the rib cage. Nice relaxed posture. Nice full strokes so the sticks are coming back to point to the gods of drumming in between each beat, each stroke. Letting the blood start to flow. Got to be nice and relaxed to keep that oxygen getting to our muscles. Keep breathing. Very important. So how was your weekend? Hopefully involved less finickying around with computers than mine did. I almost just said sod it and went back to my old operating system. But the problem is the old operating system won't run the software that I want to use for streaming. The joys. So let's move up now to a little paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Lovely stuff. So today's lesson is going to involve a little bit more coordination. The right foot is going to start to work on its own a little bit more, as opposed to the eighth note grooves from the last 2 weeks, where the right foot has always been in conjunction with the right hand. Exciting stuff. I can feel your anticipation already. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 left, right, left, right, left, right. Looks like everything's working, despite my protestations. Not quite as fancy as I was hoping it was going to be. But you can see me, you can hear me. That's the most important thing. Excellent. So, 20 more seconds or so. Nice little 5-minute warm-up. And we'll get into some grooves. Like Madonna. Get into the groove. Come groove with me. So, little bit more, keeping nice and relaxed. Keeping breathing, keeping those shoulders down, keeping those arms extending fully 90 degrees between strokes, pointing to the sky. Excellent. And that will do for our little warm-up. So before we come to the click work, let's just look at the nitty-gritty. Quarter notes, what are they? They are our basic pulse. When we're hearing music, when we're tapping our feet, dancing, generally the first thing we're kind of responding to is the quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our basic groove, we're going to do just that. We're just going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the hi-hat. With that, we're going to put a bass drum on beats 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And don't worry if I'm rushing here. We're going to slow it down in a second. We're going to put a snare drum on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is incredibly basic. I will be honest, I don't think I've ever played a song where I just play that throughout the whole thing. But it's just going to get us set off. It's just going to get us started. So let's try this in context with a click track. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very important that we don't accidentally start playing the bass drum with the snare drum and just lose control of that bass drum so that it's just playing with all of the right hands. Likewise, we've got to keep control of the snare drum, making sure we've got a nice even hi-hat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're in a bit of a rock setting, maybe we want to open up the hi-hats a little bit. But it doesn't have to be a rock tune. Just because we call this generally a quarter note rock beat, there's loads of lovely, funky little settings where we can use these quarter note grooves as well. So that is our basis. That is the foundation that we're going to build everything on today. But now, as I said before, we're going to start moving the right foot away from the right hand. So this is a little bit deeper coordination-wise, going from the eighth note grooves where everything is backed up with a right hand. So we're going to play the bass drum now on the and after 1 and after 3. We're going to end up again with that kind of We Will Rock You feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice that even though we're not playing the and after 2 or after 4, we still have to give it time. We still have to acknowledge its existence. We still have to respect that it's there, even though we're not playing it. If we were playing a piano, we might be holding a note there. Dum, 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 duh. But on drums, of course, we're all staccato. Boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. So important now that we're doing this, that we're not accidentally playing an extra hi-hat. Boom, boom, ba. That's not what we want. We want just boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. So the hi-hat is kind of ringing across the top there. Boom, boom, ba. 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 Let's give this a little go with our friend Mr. Metronome. Boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. We're just checking 80 BPM here. This is very slow for a rock tune. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you're completely new to drums and you're watching this, go back and spend some time just working on the coordination before trying to join in and groove along, because it might be difficult for you getting that foot confident without it moving at the same time with the hi-hat, or vice versa, the hi-hat moving with the foot. Dum, dum, ba. We don't want that, generally speaking. Dum, boom, ba. Dum, boom, ba. But we're at 80 BPM. This beat can be played up to 200 if you want to. A fast rock or punk or heavy metal song. Dum, dum, ga, dum, dum, ga. So we're really just at the tip of the iceberg at 80 BPM here. Close up the hi-hat a little bit, get that cleaner sound. Dum, bum, ba, 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 dum, bum, ba. You can experiment a little bit with your hi-hats as always. Dum, bum, ba, ga, dum, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba, dum, bum, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is why the metronome is so important, because it shows us exactly where that quarter note is. Shows us that we're not cheating, that we're not missing anything. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. Excellent stuff. So let's experiment a little bit more. Let's, just like with the eighth note grooves the week before last, let's take one bass drum the first time, 2 in the second half. So we're going to have a little bit more interest in there now, kind of 2 sides to our story. 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, 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 boom, ba. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Don't worry about that. 1 and 2 and 3 and all that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Good. Feeling okay? Everyone grooving with that nicely so far? I'd like to go now a little bit further again. So we've had some beats on the 1, on the and of 1, on the 2, on the and of 2 with the bass drum, but we haven't, on the and of 3 and on the 3, but we haven't yet had the and of 2. So this guy tends to confuse my students when they first come in for a lesson. This one is the one that they suddenly go, oh God, I thought I'd got the hang of it, and now this has completely thrown me. So now we've got to feel the space after the 3, but we're filling the space. We're coming straight in with the bass drum after the snare. We mustn't push the hi-hat in there. We don't want to play that hi-hat beat earlier. So that's going to sound like this. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You see why we don't want to push that hi-hat early. If we push the hi-hat early, thinking of our earlier coordination where we're putting the bass drum with the first bass drum with the hi-hat, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom. That's going to maybe give us a cool groove, maybe give us something different, but it's not what we want for the quarter note. Dum, boom, ba, dum, boom, ba, dum, boom, ba, dum, boom. Kind of cool, could fit in somewhere else, but it's not what we're trying to do now, because we're working on our coordination, keeping this hi-hat just ticking away the right hand, keeping time beautifully. Let's give that a go again with the metronome. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and boom, boom, ba, 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 boom, boom, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, ba, down, down, ba, down, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom. Don't worry about that. Dum, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, boom, ba, boom, boom, start to see where the bass line might fit in with this. Bum, 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 ba da da dum, bum, 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 ba dum, bum, ba bum, bum. Excellent. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. I just want to throw one more groove out there today, and then I'll possibly two, just because I'm excited. I'm just going to throw one more out unless I decide to do another one in a second. And that is now missing the 3 entirely. So we're still going to have that bass drum on the and of 2. Boom, boom, ba, boom. But then nothing. Boom, boom, ba, boom, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, dum, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, ba. Sorry, dum, da, dum, da, dum, boom, ba, boom, dum, boom, ba, boom. Yeah, nice. Boom, boom, ba, boom. Boom, boom, ba, boom. Excellent stuff. Let's get the metronome going again. See how that fits in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, ba, boom. 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 Some simple little fills in there, little 16th note fills, just a quarter of a bar. The simpler the better, can't go wrong. Especially in a rock setting where you're probably going to be going a lot faster than this. Dum, boom, ba, boom, da. So, very, very nice. Let's come back now to the beginning, almost. Dum, ba, dum, boom, ba, dum, ba, dum, boom, ba. And let's look at this a little bit faster. I'm going to take us, first of all, up to 100 BPM. And from there, who knows? The sky's the limit. Let's just have a little look at it. Possibly we'll mix it up a bit, put in some different bass drum patterns. See how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking of tunes now, like All Right Now. Stuff like that comes into my head straight away. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Loads of lovely stuff with this groove going on. So, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. I've no idea who's here today. Oh, here we are. Excellent extra bass drum. But I'm just wondering, because there's somebody who might be watching today who's got a new drum kit. If so, they're not going to want to write. They're just too busy playing and enjoying themselves. Dum boom ba, dum ba, 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 dum boom ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Nice little flam at the end here. Good. So far, so good. 110. Let's jump it up. 111, because that's what it went to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Giving you a little test now. Remember to keep the back nice and straight, nice relaxed shoulders. Extra bass drum if you do it. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Boom, boom, back. If you've got long hair, throw it around a bit. You can start moshing a little bit at this point. Mine's tied up today, so I can't. Dum, boom, ba, dum. Or keep it nice and closed. Dum, ba, dum, boom, ba, dum, ooh, ba, dum, boom, ba. Play the funk version. Dum, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, 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 ba, dum, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba. So I'm putting in a few extra syncopated notes, on the bass drum or on the snare. Dum, bum, ba, dum, ba, dum, bum, ba. If you haven't tried that before, if you can play these fluently already, but haven't messed around with that idea before, do it. Dum, ba, dum, bum, ba, 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 dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, bum, 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 ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very, very nice. We're going to go further. I'm going to push you even further with this. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A nice workout for you here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. We want to be really nice and loose, really nice and relaxed when we're doing this, so we're not tiring ourselves out. And as you can see, I'm still chatting away, so we don't want to be ending up out of breath doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom. Or do we? If you're performing on live on stage, you probably will do. So those basic grooves that we've got, students of mine, on your eighth note sheet, on your quarter note sheet, apologies, and those of you who are not students of mine, get on my Patreon and I will send you some stuff. But we want to be able to mix all these up, just like we did with the eighth note grooves. Dum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, bum, dum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum ba, dum bum ba, Quite a nice little phrase. Dum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum bum ba, dum ba, dum bum ba, Missing the little bass drum on the 1 in the second bar there. Dum ba, 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 dum. Back to our straight up groove. Ba, dum ba, dum ba, dum ba, dum. Excellent stuff. A little pushed crash at the end there for good measure. Why the hell not? So 1, 2, 3. That's quite fast for some people. Maybe for you not, in which case, let's push you further. 1, 3, 5. And that's my final offer. I'm not going to push you any further than this. But let's see what you can do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. A lovely workout for the bass drum here. If you just keep those doubles going, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. When we've got the single bass drum, then the two, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, gives the right leg a little chance to relax. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba. That's one for next week. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. Don't worry about that. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, ba. 3 bass drums in a row. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba is a great workout for the leg as well. I've just moved up to 2 every time now. Boom, ba. Let's see if we can push that out a little bit. Hey, before we finish up. Boom, ba, 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 boom, ba. Very, very nice. So that is enough of that for you guys. But just to prove a point, not to show off, just to prove a point that we should be practicing these to get them nice and speedy. Let's see how fast one can go. One in this case being me. I haven't checked this. I'm just kind of guessing where I can go to. Let's try 180. So, 180. Nice punk speed. Bit of a slow punk speed, actually. You see, we just want to be so relaxed with these movements that we can just keep it going. So let's take that further. 200, because that's what I said at the start of the lesson was in the realms of possibility. You may see me melt down on stage here, as it were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. But I'm not trying to show off. I'm just saying, if you haven't pushed these a little bit faster, get on it. We want that right hand to be just on autopilot. And the feet, the feet and hands, all autopilot. Excellent. One more test, just for the hell of it. 220. Let's see. I'm not a punk drummer, but I know there's at least one possibly watching. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, too fast for my 16th. Yes, good. So that we can do 220 BPM. I'm not a punk drummer or a rock drummer, but if you want to play punk songs and rock songs, quarter note grooves are the things you need. And that's the whole point. If we're trying to play 8th notes at that speed, it's a nightmare. We can do it up to maybe 180, something like that. After that gets too much. We need to put a little pause in there, whether it's a rock tune we're playing, whether it's a punk tune, heavy metal, or even some drum and bass or some electronic music that's super fast, something like that. So work on that. Work on these, guys. Give these a good go. Get comfortable with them. Get confident with them. Who's here? Give me a quick hello if you have access to your keyboard. If not, no worries. But thank you so much, guys, for showing up today. Lovely to see you all as ever virtually. I look forward to seeing you during the week for your lessons. And for human beings of the internet who do not know me, please like, subscribe. I'm here every Monday 5 p.m. UK time. Hey Laura, how you doing? And I have a Patreon thing where you can send me money if you want to help me keep doing these videos because you think I'm cool, or my videos are cool, or drums are cool, all of those things, or throwing money at people is cool. All of those things are good. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.